Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about shopping season. Whether it be for yourself, just kind of treats, because why not? Or you are Christmas shopping. I know for some people it's still too soon, but I put up my tree, so all bets are off. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the stuff that usually goes in the sale for Black Friday, the things that you could hold off on. Don't buy that yet, just wait till the end of the month because it's definitely going to be discounted. The stuff that I'm going to be looking for this year. And today's video is also sponsored by Mattress. They already have some amazing Black Friday deals, but they also gave me a special discount just for you guys, so stay tuned to hear more about that. So of course we're going to kick off with beauty. I tend to hold off until Black Friday to buy things that either I know I'm going to love, because stuff that I've had again and again and I want to repurchase. Let's say you'll want like the bumper size of something because I'm using it every day and I just want to get the best possible deal. The best deal is always the largest size, and if you can get 25% off, then it's just discounts on discounts on discounts. The other thing I tend to wait until Black Friday for are things that I'm not 100% sure about. So like Charlotte Tilbury for me falls into this category. I think it's overpriced. I've never been massively bowled over. I mean, I'm wearing it right now. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, maybe I will repurchase that this year because I use it all the time. But things like that, massively hyped up products that I'm like, it feels like less of a sting if you're disappointed but you got it on sale. Generally Christmas sets. So I used to work in Debenhams many moons ago, and I worked in the beauty department. It was a very funny story. I had no experience whatsoever and I was the manager or counter, but that's for another time. So I worked in this beauty department and it was around Christmas time and I got kind of some insider like, oh, okay, this is how it works. Fragrance gift sets are always a good deal because they tend to be the same price as the perfume by itself. So if the 30ml perfume, let's say, is, I don't know, £40, then the fragrance gift set's probably also going to be £40, but it's going to have other things with it, additional products, and it's obviously in a nicely presented whatever. They are the things that tend to go on sale because they are specifically made up for Christmas. Here's a great example. I think this was from last Black Friday. Around Christmas time anyway, they did a massive sale for Morphe. This is the setting spray that I love and it's the full size plus a mini, but because it was in the specific Christmas packaging and specific Christmas gold, this is not what it looks like all of the time. This went in super sale, whereas the original, just the can of setting spray on its own, only had like 10% off. So I ended up getting 2 boxes of these for practically the same price of just one of the original. Probably exaggerating slightly, but my point is, look for the sets because that tends to be where the best deals are. Also, this is a great time to download those cashback websites. So I use Top Cashback. I recently cashed out my cashback as a Primark voucher and I basically paid for a coat for Ella completely for free, just with cashback, because I remembered to use the cashback website as and when I was shopping. It's a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there, but it's literally free cash. Moving on to homeware, since we took over the master bedroom in the house, I have been trying to cultivate this kind of hotel bedroom vibe. I feel like I'm getting there. I'm a good percentage of the way there, but there are just some things that I want to still work on. We just got a new bed. We were thinking of getting a new bed for a while. We were thinking now we have this extra space, we were going to get a king size, but we were kind of hemming and hawing about it. We weren't 100% sure. And then Mattress offered us a new mattress and it all felt like it had come from the heavens, manifested. If you watch my vlogs, you will know that I have an issue with my back/neck. It's a whole thing. So I need a decent amount of support, a good firm mattress, and whereas my husband's not necessarily picky in that department, he struggles with change. Every single time I swap the bed sheets, he thinks I've messed with his pillows. It's like an accusation, as if I've done something really terrible to him. I haven't. Every time I do the bedding, I put his pillows over on his side of the bed and my pillows over on my side of the bed to be very specific and make sure, but all it would take is for me to fluff them up a little bit, put them the wrong way around, and he's like, these aren't my pillows. So it is always a bit of a gamble swapping our sleeping setup, but he was all for it because he quite liked the idea of a king size bed. I don't know what that says about us. He wanted more space, but clearly he did. I was feeling a bit cocky about it because I'd had a box mattress before. I knew the situation. It's very compact. It's great because it means that you can get it up the stairs easier. These kind of mattresses also, although they are heavy, they are easier to transport. So I actually ended up giving away our old mattress, which I'll mention in a second because it's a funny story, kind of, a bit. And you can fold them up in a way that you can't with a regular sprung mattress. Anyway, I was feeling cocky. I didn't read the instructions and I was like, this will be fine. I took apart our old bed. I put up the new bed all in one evening after work, so it was quite late on. I took the mattress out and thought, yeah, I'll just open it in this way, and was just kind of like waiting for it to inflate, thinking it would be super, super quick. And it did, but not really in time for us to go to sleep. So that night, I'm laying in bed thinking, I've made a mistake. My husband's going to kill me. This is not the mattress that I thought it was going to be. It needed a little bit more time. 24 hours later is absolutely perfect, but you do need to allow a little bit more than like an hour before, between opening and going to bed. It needs more than an hour. In case that's something that you are worried about, they actually do a 200-night trial in which you get to kind of obviously sleep on it and make sure that it is the one for you. And they have a 10-year guarantee, which is pretty much supposed to be the lifetime of your mattress anyway. You're supposed to swap your mattress every 8 to 10 years. So that's pretty good. I'm guessing that the reason it didn't inflate as quickly as I thought it was going to be is because there's different layers. There's different layers that like regulate temperature, make it more durable and all of that stuff. But yeah, there was just a moment when I was panicking because I'd already given away our bed. This is the fun story about the bed. So I put it on Facebook Marketplace, and you know how I'm into manifesting. I think these things, you know, put it out into the universe, And I put it on Facebook, and I just said, you know, we've not had this bed for very long. It still looks pretty new. Does anybody want it? And someone contacted me and said that she had that exact bed in her Wayfair cart, because it's not that old. It's like 2 or 3 years. It's only because we were thinking of getting a king size. It's magical. That we decided to swap it. And I loved that bed. It was beautiful. There was nothing wrong with it. And this girl came to pick it up, and she was so happy because she was fully prepared to pay full price for this bed. And there it was on Facebook for free. They also sent us the pillow, which again, I had instant like, oh, I'm not sure about this. And then I realized how I was supposed to be using it, and now it's a game changer. They sent us a pillow, and they sent us overall, my sleep has improved exponentially because obviously we got the nice new mattress, which is definitely keeping me cooler because I run quite hot. Even in the wintertime, I used to have a fan on 24/7, and my poor husband runs quite cold. We were in a hotel. I'm trying to remember this story. I think as he tells it, I'd taken all of the blanket and I had a fan on, which must have been asked for because you don't get a fan in every hotel, do you? I'd asked for a fan. We had the fan on because I had to have it on all the time. And I'd taken all of the blanket in the nighttime, and he was freezing just in a ball on his side of the bed. But because it was a new relationship, he didn't want to wake me up and be like, hey, can I have some of that blanket? And so he just froze. How we're still together, I'll never know. But we've both taken different things from this. So we've got a new weighted blanket, which is a little bit fantastic. Something I didn't even really think of. Like, I've heard of them, but it's amazing. It's a total game changer. I struggle to get to sleep. Once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Lee is a different animal. He can go to sleep like that, but then he's very easily woken up. He has found that he is staying asleep for longer with this weight on him, and I'm definitely going to sleep faster, definitely. I also brought it downstairs the other day because I was feeling very sorry for myself. I had, again, the neck thing. I have some scans coming up. I'm going to talk about it as and when, but it's not been great. But I brought it downstairs on the sofa, and it's very comforting. It's like a hug in a blanket. Anyway, they also sent me pillow, and at first I wasn't sure. I will say it is very, very firm, and it's not going to be for everyone. Lee wasn't keen. I then discovered that you can take different layers out. So there's 3 layers in it. You can actually take them out, swap them around, make it what you need it to be, but it is effectively like a foam pillow. And so it's always going to be firm, but it could be something that you put underneath a softer pillow. It's all about kind of the combination that works for you. What I decided worked for me best is the pillow as it comes, but sleeping on my side. So when I sleep on my side, because it is quite firm, it just gives me that support to keep my neck totally straight. And when I stopped sleeping on my back and I started sleeping on my side, everything changed. And that's only about a week and a half ago. So just wanted to put it out there because I was like, I don't think I like this pillow. Wasn't using it in the most effective way for myself. Obviously mattresses and all of the accoutrement are not the cheapest thing. We spend most of our lives in bed, it feels like, or at least a good portion of our lives in bed. And so they say that we should splurge. But as it goes, Emma mattresses are actually quite affordable, especially for the quality that they are. And they've got some amazing Black Friday deals. And you can get another 10% off with Michaela Sleep, which feels more like a command if you remember Sleep from the 90s. But yeah, would highly, highly recommend that you go and check it out. I will leave it linked below. And if you've got any questions for me in terms of like how I've gotten along with the mattress, etc. for the past 6 weeks or so, let me know. And obviously if you want to ask me again in another 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 10 years. While we're on the subject of beds, I have been looking at dusk bed linens. Would you call them bed linens? You know, like duvet covers and stuff. I feel like bed linens is an Americanism, but you know what I'm saying. You know, bed stuff, cover things. I've been looking at those for ages and they are quite expensive, cheaper than the average, but very hotel bedding like, kind of like really the vibe that I'm going for. And they have got a discount on or a sale on at the moment. I think they're calling it their autumn sale. I'm still holding out hope that they're going to do something specific for Black Friday. So that's one of the things I'm specifically looking for. I'm also looking for, I don't know specifically where, if anyone's got any ideas, I'd quite like a cabinet. What I want, what it is, and I keep thinking IKEA is probably the place, but IKEA doesn't tend to do Black Friday stuff. But what I want is kind of like a shelving unit with a door, and that's where I want to keep all my skincare. Ideally, it would be in the bathroom, but the only place that we've really got spare to do that is over the toilet, and I think that's asking for trouble. So I'm kind of looking for a beauty cabinet. I've got plenty of space in the office, but I would like it to be in the bedroom. I also would like it to go with the bedroom stuff, so kind of be, I mean, black maybe at a push, but kind of like warm, beigey, cozy tones, not like white. Speaking of IKEA, although they don't do Black Friday, they do a £20 off voucher. I've never done this before, but I really want to do this year. £20 off voucher when you buy a real tree from them for £29. So we've never had a real tree before, and I was considering getting a second tree from Balsam Hill in the Black Friday sale. That is where our tree in the living room is from. Most magical trees in the entire world. They are the ones that Hallmark used for their Christmas movies. My dad told me about them originally. He started getting the catalogues and I was sold. And so eventually I splurged on one a few years ago. There was a time when I was joking that the most expensive thing in our garage was the Christmas tree. They're not cheap, but they're just magical. I definitely would recommend a pre-lit Christmas tree if you're going to go for a faux Christmas tree. Anyway, I was considering doing that and I thought, no, that's nuts. I don't need the work of a second Christmas tree, and it's just a whole thing. And then I decided it would be fun to have a real tree closer to Christmas, because a real tree doesn't work for me. I like to put my tree up early, and that doesn't work for a real tree. So I thought closer to Christmas, maybe like 2 weeks before, we'll go and get a real tree. And I remembered this deal, and they continue to do it year after year. IKEA do these real trees, but you can get a voucher. So it feels like the most cost-effective way to do it. Plus, I'm definitely going to find something that I want to spend that £20 in IKEA on. So any suggestions, advice when it comes to real trees? Answer on a postcard, because this is a whole new world for me. I know you're supposed to put them in water so that the needles don't fall out, but how do you get rid of them at the end of the season? Well, we're still in like homeware and Christmas. Homeware stuff, I mean, I pretty much went all out this year because we kind of moved into the rest of the house and decorated everywhere, and I think for now I'm done. I don't need necessarily anything else. There's nothing like, no big ticket items on my list. But in terms of Christmas decor, I'd really like a very beautiful garland. A garland that I can put down the stairs. They can be expensive. I'd like it to be lit. I'd like it to be battery operated. Don't want too much. I mean, you know, I'm not asking for a lot, but I would like these things. And Balsam Hill, obviously top of the list. Dependent on what they do on Black Friday will depend on whether or not I feel like I can justify it. But again, answers on a postcard. I'd love your recommendations. Or if you already have one and you're like, I've had this for several years and it's amazing, let me know. Very briefly, we're going to talk about men's gifts, because I don't do a lot of presents personally within our house. So like adults don't tend to exchange gifts, but sometimes we'll do small things. I sometimes with my brother, but they're having a baby, so it's going to be all baby things. I don't really do presents with my parents, and it's just, we just kind of really minimized gifts, and I can't recommend that enough. This is a good time to have that conversation with the adults in your family. You don't have to exchange gifts. Oftentimes it is just presents for the sake of presents. It is. You know, go for it. If you love it, go for it. But the bigger the family, the more expensive it becomes, and it becomes a massive burden in some people's cases. I have a very small family, and yet it really does take the pressure off because it's so minimal. I don't have to like think months in advance, God, you've got to start the Christmas shopping. Can't recommend it enough. Just scrap adult Christmas presents. I don't open anything on Christmas Day. Some people, they're like, no, I feel cool about that. I'm totally fine with it. Maybe I'll feel differently when the kids are grown up, I don't know, but yeah, just putting it out there. We don't do Christmas gifts that much, but we do kind of do gifts throughout the year. Like if you see things for people, I tend to buy them. We're about to go on holiday, fingers crossed if everything goes according to plan. And so there's 2 things that I'm looking for in the Black Friday sale that I potentially will get for Lee before we go away. One is the Calvin Klein sale. They tend to do some really good discounts on underwear. Everyone needs new underwear for holiday. Everyone knows you buy your new underwear and you buy your new socks before holiday. So good timing. You usually get about 25% off on like packs of boxes and things like that. And All Saints. All Saints Black Friday, suddenly it becomes a really affordable shop. It's crazy. I would never, any other time of the year, I would never shop in there. So expensive. I have a beautiful leather jacket from there that I got from an outlet. I think maybe Cheshire Oaks. I can't remember. Oh, it was one down south. Gloucester something. Gloucester Keys maybe? Anyway, amazing. Gorgeous leather jacket. I want a suede jacket as well, both from outlets. They have beautiful, beautiful clothes and the quality of the leather is amazing. Just can't justify the full prices. So t-shirts and hoodies and things like that tend to get really, really affordable. And if I can find something that will arrive in time, because it is just after Black Friday that we actually go away, then fingers crossed, all being well, I will pick up a couple of things for Lee. Tech-wise, I have 2 things that I would recommend, one of which I can't believe I would recommend, but they are Apple AirPods. Ella has a pair, incredibly, that she has not lost yet. She's 16 and she's exactly like me. The reason I never had Apple AirPods is because I was like, I'm going to lose them immediately. And then I got Lee's when he got some new ones and they're amazing. I was borrowing his all the time anyway, and he kept saying to me, do you want a pair of your own? I'm like, no, I'll definitely lose them. So when he got a new pair, I got his, which I felt better about. And they're great. I use them all the time. When I go supermarket shopping, when I go for my walks, which is not as often as it used to be, should be more often. I love them, just walking around the house and cleaning and things like that. Speaking of, I'm really thinking of getting the Ring doorbell because often I will have my headphones in and I've missed the door and I'm home all day. So if you've actually, because I don't know anyone that's got one that's using it to its full capacity. I know older relatives that have them. Would you recommend a Ring doorbell? Is this something I should really be looking out for in the sales? Those noise cancelling headphones, these, I haven't got Bluetoothy ones. I've got ones that plug in because I use them. I mean, I just don't care. I'm not going to be walking around wearing massive headphones. It's unlikely. I'm using them when I'm editing or I use them on the plane. The noise cancelling function I only ever use if I'm flying and it needs a battery. If the kids have ever been playing with them, there's a little switch on the side that turns on the noise cancelling function. And so they are always drained because they just switch the switch without really thinking about it. They are magical. Also fantastic if you've got small children. If you've got small children and you trade off who looks after those small children, you need a pair of noise cancelling headphones between you because whoever is not up with that child can wear them and it's like ear defenders. They're fantastic and they're a lot cheaper if you buy the ones with the wire because everyone wants Bluetooth ones now. You can also get them on eBay for quite cheap. But Bose always do great Black Friday deals. Apple tend not to do Black Friday. They'll do occasional very, very minor discounts, but you can usually find something from other deals. So like you might get something from Curry's. I originally bought Lee's AirPods from, weirdly, I bought them from BT. And I got them, I think they were £50 off originally. So you can find them on other websites. If I can, in time, I will collate some information with some of this stuff onto my blog for Black Friday. So on Black Friday, you'll actually see the deals that there actually are. Michaela.com, go and check it out. In terms of tech that I'm actually going to be shopping for this year, I'm looking for, but probably not going to buy, another Canon G7X Mark II. Ultimate, all-time favourite, best vlogging camera, but they just wear out so quickly the way that I use them. I tend to use my phone now, and so part of me is like, I really want to buy a new actual vlogging camera, but part of me thinks it's not a good purchase. It's all going to depend on whether or not there's a really good deal on one. Again, for a while I was saving my top cash back because I was going to use it to get a new camera, and I just decided it was crazy. And I am going to be upgrading my phone soon, so maybe I'll just do that and continue to use my phone because it's always there. You don't have to wonder where your camera is. Less things to lose if you're me. Speaking of, I'm also going to look on Casetify for a new case for the phone I'm going to upgrade to. And that is it. They are the things that are kind of top of mind for me when I am thinking of all of these categories, thinking of Black Friday, these are the things. I mean, of course, you've got things like Dyson Hoovers, which tend to go in the sale on Black Friday. We bought a Dyson Hoover. I was impressed with it. Lee did not like it. We've since got a Shark and he really, really likes that one. Dyson hair tools tend not to go in the sale. JHD usually have 25% off, and Cloud9 last year had £20 off each thing, and I'm sure they'll do extra deals. It's not just Black Friday anymore. It then had like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It's pretty much a whole week, and some of these places do additional discounts. So some places it will be Black Friday, and then by the following Friday they'll be doing an additional 10% off the deals they had the Friday before. If it's something that you can wait for, if it's something that you can risk not getting, wait until the very last minute. Because if it's something that you're like, if I can get a really, really great deal, then I'll get it, but I don't need it, wait till the last day of the sales, because they tend to just tack on a little bit of an extra discount then. If it's something that you desperately, desperately need, I mean, dependent on what it is, you may even just want to get it now, because some stuff doesn't go in the sale and some stuff they actually remove from the websites. I know ASOS tends to do like 20% off across the entire site, but if they definitely limit stock. So if you are looking for a particular coat, let's say, because of course this is a great time to buy winter coats. If you're looking for a particular coat, you might find it the day before and it's got your size and it's totally fine, and they might have like 100 of them in stock. When they do 20% off site-wide, they will limit that so that not all of their stock can be purchased at 20% off. 100% that happens. So just kind of be mindful and, you know, play the sales strategically. Don't forget to check out Emma Mattresses and their Black Friday deals. And my code for an extra 10% off is Michaela Sleep. I hope this has been useful. Check out all of the links to anything I've given below. Probably minimal, but definitely the mattresses. And I will see you guys on Friday with another Faves and Fails. Bye!